Sloths are fascinating creatures. Their slow movement, low-key lifestyle, and treetop habitat may seem uninteresting to some people, but there's so much more to sloths than just their slow movement. Sloth facts include their unique claws, fur coats that protect them from the elements and parasites, and overall interesting characteristics. In this article we'll cover everything you'd ever want to know about sloths, from how they move through the treetops slowly because their claws are poorly adapted for climbing down from trees and why they have these claws in the first place, their close relationship with anteaters and armadillos which you might find surprising. But more importantly, why should we study them? The sloth is a mammal of the family Megalonychidae. It belongs to the superorder Xenarthra with anteaters, glyptodonts, and armadillos. Sloths are arboreal animals that move slowly through the treetops on their strong claws because their claws are poorly adapted for climbing down from trees. They eat leaves and have a low metabolic rate, meaning they don't need much food. There are 6 species of 3-toed sloths, 1 two-toed sloth, and 2 extinct sloths. The 2 extinct sloths are the giant ground sloth and the Megalonyx. Sloths are found in the rainforests of Central and South America. They live high up in trees, where they can hang out with their friends and eat leaves all day long. Sloths have a very slow metabolism. They don't move much, so they don't need to eat as much food as other animals do. Sloths are arboreal tree-dwelling, herbivorous plant-eating, and spend most of their time hanging upside down from tree branches. Sloths are arboreal animals, meaning they live in trees. They have a slow metabolism and don't need a lot of energy to survive. Sloths use their long claws to hang from branches as well as for defense against predators such as jaguars, ocelots, and harpy eagles. Sloths move slowly through the treetops because their claws are poorly adapted for climbing down from trees. Sloths have a slow metabolism, which means they need to eat less food than other mammals or at least spend more time eating. Sloth claws are curved, not flat, so they can't get any traction on branches or tree trunks when trying to climb down. Their claws aren't very sharp either. If they were too sharp it would be dangerous for the sloth because it would tear up its fur while attempting a descent and make it hard for them to grip anything with their hands while climbing back up again. The sloth is a mammal and belongs to the order Pelosa. It is most closely related to anteaters and armadillos, which are also mammals. The sloth's closest living relatives include the manatee, hyrax, and elephant shrews. However, it does not share an immediate common ancestor with these animals. The name, sloth, comes from the Latin word, slothus, meaning lazy or sluggish in pace or action. This name may have been given based on its slow movement through trees or perhaps its slow digestive system that allows it to eat leaves for long periods of time without needing much food or water. The sloth's furry coat is an effective deterrent against the elements and parasites. Sloth fur is coarse and thick, with a high concentration of algae that helps it to stay water repellent. All sloths are unique in their own special ways. Sloths are slow, but they are good swimmers. They can even swim all the way across rivers and lakes to get from one island to another. Slothlings baby sloths have been known to survive falls from trees up to 23 feet high. All 3 species of sloths have long claws on their front feet that they use for climbing trees or digging into tree bark as a source of food, which they eat with their long tongues. The scientific name for the two-toed sloth is Bradypus tridactylus. The three-toed variety is B. variegatus, and there's even an aquatic version called B. mariposae. Sloths are a unique and fascinating species of mammal. Their slow pace of life and leaf-eating diet make them an interesting study in conservation biology, but they are also wonderful animals in their own right. Sloths have been around for millions of years and have adapted to their environment so well that they continue to